Bad news for Canelo. Hey, get the payday. You want payday? I know that. Dmitry Bivol is skeptical of Team Canelo. He does not believe they are sincere in wanting a Dmitry Bivol rematch. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Dmitry Bivol, he's on a tear. Undefeated fighter, beat both Canelo and Zordo Ramirez, both from Mexico, and he did it in splendid, dominant fashion, unless you're Canelo, who somehow claims that he won the Bivol fight. Dmitry Bivol's manager, VADIM Kornilov, is very skeptical about Canelo, his team's desire for the rematch. He did a recent interview and he says, if I was on Canelo's team, I'd probably be saying the same thing. He's talking about the different options for Dmitry Bivol. He says, I'm just hoping that with Canelo, what he is saying, that's one option. I'm just hoping there's seriousness in that. I believe he himself has the character, and he's proven that himself during his career. He doesn't want that loss to remain on his record and on his consciousness. So I believe he wants it, but I'm really skeptical that the rest of his team wants to fight, because I don't see why they would. Why would they want to fight Bivol again? End quote. I've been saying it for a minute. The walls are closing in. Canelo is absolutely trapped. He's fresh out of get out of jail cards. He got Dmitry Bivol breathing down his throat. Guys like David Benavidez breathing down his throat and up his neck. David Morrell Jr., Jamal Charlo just recently said he would fight Canelo and any of these guys. He's surrounded by tough fights. And the only way out of it is obvious, ways to circumvent those fights, to walk on eggshells in or around the division where you're undisputed and fight the likes of John Ryder and Liam and Caleb Liam and Petey Liam and stuff like that, and continue this British European bash up. That's his only other option outside of really all tough fights. Canelo, out of pretty much everybody I mentioned, he is the shortest. Now, I know Mike Tyson was short, knocked out bigger heavyweights, but Canelo, to me, he hasn't looked sensational. He hasn't looked dazzling. I think he moved up through the weights pretty cockily. You know what I'm saying? He was cocky and arrogant, and how fast, because he could have stayed at 160 and fought Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo, but he, went up to 75 and said he's fighting at 68, became undisputed. Now he's getting older and now he's trapped. And you have people who are losing faith in him. Dmitry Bivol saying, hey, okay, I'll give Canelo the benefit of the doubt. He wants to fight, but I don't think his team want to fight. Me personally, I don't know if any of them want to fight. Canelo, of course, he's a fighter. He's going to save face and say he wants the Bivol fight. But unless Canelo is completely deluded, I don't think he really truly believes that he beat Bivol the first time. And he said he did. So that, to me, I'm not a fan of that, when the whole world's seen the fight one particular way and then the fighter stubbornly clinging on to some notion that they won, when everybody else who watched the fight for real feels that is ludicrous, a crazy thing to say. So I don't know. Maybe Canelo wants it, maybe he doesn't. But I would say his team as a whole, Chepo and Eddie Reynoso, I don't think they would want to fight, because they get paid handsomely, I'm assuming, being in cahoots with Canelo, who's a big earner and a high profile athlete. And that's could be the end of the gravy train, because what real excuse would he have if he runs it back with Bivol and he loses again? He could say, oh, I'm not 175, I dared to be great, but he already used that. That's why I said earlier in this video, he's kind of fresh out of get out of jail cards. If you skirt around the issue and don't fight the tough fights that I mentioned, the Charlos, the Benavidezes, the Bivol rematches, the Beterbievs, the Demetrius Andrades, then people know what you're doing. They're going to lose interest, gradually over time. Or, you take one of these dangerous fights, and from where I see it, Canelo definitely has a potential to win, but he has a certain potential to also lose any of those fights, especially Bivol. Guys like Oscar De La Hoya, who used to be friends with Canelo and promote Canelo, says Canelo at 168 or 75, he can't beat Bivol. Styles make fights. And that could very well be true. I gave Canelo literally like 2-3 rounds. You know, Bivol has a very tricky style because Canelo has slow feet. If Canelo had fast feet, he can maybe get some more done. But the way Bivol is a bigger guy that, you know, Canelo trying to just load up on shots, that didn't bother him. Canelo trying to punch his arms to death. He had an answer for everything. And then he's agile. Like it's weird because he has mobility too. And he has a very good jab. Just basic, you know, a lot of Russian fighters and Ukrainian fighters, they have a good boxing school, so they have fundamentals as well. Also, he has power that you have to respect. So I think that fight could be very ugly for Canelo to the point where he could even get stopped in a rematch, you know. And then you have the angle of Canelo said he wouldn't do this, but, you know, we'll see. If he doesn't take it under the same terms at 175 with no rehydration clause like the first fight, then to me, that's more proof that you don't have faith that you could beat Bivol. So at the top level, we may have seen the end of Canelo and his journey, because it's going to be a long road back to where you were if you lose to Bivol again, let me tell you. But first, we'll see if Canelo's even truthful by saying he even wants to rematch him. Bivol's team thinks Canelo's team, it's not a guarantee. Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Best in the business, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.